Corn has exploded higher plus 7.60% to $460.25, a historic single-session move that demands your attention. In this video we break down what is driving this and what it means. Welcome to MTRS_Market Pulse. It is Saturday, July 11th, and this is your complete global market briefing. The market is lacking a clear catalyst today, leading to choppy, two-way price action. Let us start with a quick look at how the major global markets are positioned today. Starting with the major global indices. S&P 500 ticked up plus 0.42% to $7,575.39. Investor sentiment is being shaped by after the latest RE stock rally, investors face a reality check, Morningstar. NASDAQ 100 is trading higher by plus 0.33%, at $29,825. Investor sentiment is being shaped by S&P 500, NASDAQ closed sharply higher as chip stocks rally, Honolulu Star Advertiser. Dow Jones is trading higher by plus 0.29%, at $52,637. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends higher as investors turn to earnings season. DAX edged higher plus 0.68% to $25,067. This comes as oil prices opened lower as OPEC boosted production and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz resumed. Moo, adding pressure to energy markets. FTSE 100 is trading higher by plus 0.24%, at $10,497. Investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices rise as conflict in Middle East resumes. Trade on markets for WTI oil price today, Federal News Network. Now let us turn to some of the biggest names in global equities. Meta made a dramatic move today, surged plus 5.97% to $669.21. Equity markets are responding to reports that Zuckerberg's insane RE spending could become a windfall if Meta copies SpaceX's playbook, 24/7 Wall St. The advertising engine continues to outpace expectations. AI-driven targeting improvements are delivering direct revenue per user gains each quarter. The key variable to watch is engagement per user as Reels, Stories, and Threads compete for time. Reality Labs' losses are the one overhang, but core momentum is exceptional. Nvidia surged plus 4.03% to $210.96 in a significant session. Equity markets are responding to reports that Nvidia, NVDA, stock forecast, DeepSeek building its own chip, is $197 the bottom. Trading key. Blackwell GPU allocation to hyperscalers is tighter than supply, which is a near-term revenue floor. The risk that most investors underestimate is valuation compression. The stock trades at a significant premium to the S&P 500. A miss on data center guidance would be punished severely. Near-term. Watch for any whisper on Blackwell yield rates. Samsung is up plus 2.52%, trading at $285,000. Equity markets are responding to reports that Samsung prepares to unveil chip earnings insights as RE demand drives record semiconductor profits, Crypto Briefing. The HBM supply competition with SK Hynix is the defining story. Samsung needs to close the yield gap to win hyperscaler HBM contracts. Consumer DRAM pricing is recovering as inventory normalizes. Watch for any Nvidia or Google qualification update on Samsung HBM. BHP is up plus 2.48%, trading at $58.28. Equity markets are responding to reports that China is taking on mining giants to reorder a $190 billion market, mining.com. China property market stabilization is the single biggest catalyst for iron ore, and hence BHP near-term earnings. Any positive PMI or construction data from China would move the stock. The copper growth story is intact regardless. Now let us dig into the macro picture driving these moves. On the geopolitical front, this comes as oil prices opened lower as OPEC boosted production and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz resumed. Moo, adding pressure to energy markets. This is adding a risk premium across energy markets and supporting safe haven demand. The key macro overlay remains monetary policy. Investor sentiment is being shaped by oil prices rise as conflict in Middle East resumes. Trade on markets for WTI oil price today, Federal News Network. Any surprise in the rate path could trigger outsized moves. Equity markets are responding to reports that Wall Street ends higher as investors turn to earnings season. Turning to commodities. Brent crude slipped to $76 per barrel, down 0.39% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that OPEC is no longer relevant in a changing energy world, the national interest. WTI crude dipped to $71.51 per barrel, down 0.79% on the session. Traders are reacting to news that OPEC is no longer relevant in a changing energy world, the national interest. Natural gas dropped sharply to $2.95, down 2.12% on the session. This comes as oil prices opened lower as OPEC boosted production and traffic through the Strait of Hormuz resumed. Moo, adding pressure to energy markets. Gold held steady to $4,128.90 per troy ounce, down 0.04% on the session. Safe haven demand is being supported by reports that why is gold price holding firm during US-Iran tension? Kitco. Let us give you our near-term view on corn. With momentum this strong, traders will be watching the $487.87 level closely. A clean break there would confirm the uptrend and could bring in additional momentum buyers. Risk management remains critical, always size positions according to your own risk tolerance. In the currency markets, Euro to US dollar is at 1.14, losing 0.02% on the day. Pound sterling to US dollar is at 1.34, gaining 0.01% on the day. US dollar to Japanese yen is at 161.67, losing 0.53% on the day. The move in the dollar reflects reports that RE and monetary policy European Central Bank. Before we wrap up, here is your watch list for the sessions ahead. Keep a close eye on central bank speakers and rate commentary, and key economic data releases. Any one of these could be the catalyst that defines the next major directional move. Thousands of investors rely on our daily briefings to cut through the noise. If you are finding value here, please like this video and subscribe. It directly helps us keep producing this content every day. Leave a comment with your market view. We feature the sharpest takes in future videos. That wraps up today's coverage from MTRS_Market Pulse. This content is for educational purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own research. Stay disciplined, and we will see you tomorrow. That is your full global market briefing from MTRS_Market Pulse. Subscribe and turn on notifications for daily updates.